Welcome back to So You Really Want to Learn Latin, and today we're going to have another look at adverbs and just show you a couple of the irregular adverbs and how they work in their comparative and superlative forms. Okay, so last time we had a look at how to form an adverb, which is basically you get, if it's a first or second declension adjective, you basically take the stem and add an E. So you might have lightus, meaning happy, and lite, meaning happily. And if it's a third declension adjective, the regular formation is to get the stem and add iter. So you might have something like fortis, meaning brave or strong, and that goes fortiter, meaning bravely or strongly, or crudelis, meaning cruel, the adverb crudeliter, cruelly. But what we're going to look at today is just a couple of irregular adverbs. And it won't surprise you to know that they are formed from adjectives which themselves behave in a slightly silly way in the comparative and superlative forms. Okay, so we're going to have a look at our old favourites, bonus, magnus, paribus, those kind of things, which behave in a stupid way. And we'll start with bonus. Now, the adverb from bonus is bene, so that means well. So it's, as in English, we don't go good and goodly, we go good and well. So in Latin, bonus means good and bene means well. And then if you want to form the comparative and the superlative of bene, so in other words, you're going to sort of say more well or rather well for the comparative. So that is melius. And the best way to learn these is just to learn them. And optime means very well. So bene, melius, optime. Okay, with malus, meaning bad, the adverb is male, which actually is regular. So male, and then the comparative and superlative forms are peius and pessime. Pessime meaning very badly. I was doing very badly. Pessime. Magnus, big. The adverb is magnopere. The comparative of that is magis. And the superlative is maxime. So, magnus, big or great. Magnopere, greatly. Magis, more greatly, if that's even a thing. And maxime, meaning very greatly. Then paribus, meaning small or little. So the adverb from paribus is paulum. The comparative and superlative forms of paulum are minus and minime. So we get paulum, minus, minime. And then multus, meaning much. The adverb is multum. The comparative of that is plus. And the superlative of that is plurimum. Okay, so it's best to learn that really just as a table of things, a bit like when we learnt comparative and superlatives of our irregular adjectives, we learnt it as a table. Do the same with the adverbs. So we're getting bene, melius, optime, male, peius, pessime, magnopere, magis, maxime, paulum, minus, minime, and multum plus plurimum. And then while we're on the subject of irregular adverbs, I've got a few more for you. So we've got the adverb diu, meaning for a long time. Well, that too can have a comparative and superlative form, which would mean for a longer time or for a very long time. So that is diu, diutius, diutissime. Then we've got post, meaning after. And the comparative and superlatives, you know, I don't know when you're going to use these, but we're going post, posterius, postremo. Then you've got prope, meaning nearly, and that's going prope, propius, proxime. And last but not least, saipe, meaning often, saipe, saipius, saipissime. Okay, now they are all in the book, so do have a look on page 66. Slightly weird little forms there, but you know, it's good to have them up our sleeve. Now, as always, we'll do a little bit of practice. So we've got an exercise 8.9 in the book, and if we have a quick look at those, we've got consul res orbis pessime gessit. Okay, now consul is our subject and our main verb is gessit, so the consul undertook, gero, to kind of do things. It can mean to wage a war, but it can also just mean to manage things. So consul res orbis, the matters of the city, the business of the city. So the consul undertook the matters of the city pessime, very badly. Okay, right, we'll do another one. Milites Romani in proelio optime pungnabant. Okay, verb at the end, pungnabant, subject at the beginning, milites Romani. The Roman soldiers were fighting in proelio, in the battle, and how are they fighting? They were fighting optime, very well. And we'll just do one more, number 3, we've got rex graecus, verbis ducis, mangnopere mortis est. Okay, mortis est, main verb, third person singular, perfect passive. He was moved. Who was moved? Back to the beginning we go, and we've got rex graecus. The Greek king was moved. Now, what was he moved by? He was moved by verbis, by the words, ducis, of the leader, and he was moved magnopere, greatly. So the Greek king was greatly moved by the words of the leader. And don't forget with that one, by the words, that's in the ablative, but you notice there's no preposition there because we do not use a preposition with an instrument. Remember that rule about agents and instruments? If you are killed by a soldier, the soldier is a person, so he is an agent, so he gets a preposition. If you are killed by a sword, the sword is an instrument and you do not have a preposition. Okay, now there's a nice little passage for you on page 65. It's called exercise 8.7 in the book here. Jolly little thing again about our old friend Pyrrhus. So have a go at that. Do let me know if you have any problems with it. There's lots of nice little adverbs in there and lots of good practice at using the passive. Just skimming through it, we've got lots of lovely little passive verbs there. So do have a go at that. Nothing too spooky, but it's always good to have a check that it's all working properly. Any problems, drop me a comment in the comment box below. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you back here very soon.